today we are going to look at what are the conditional statements in Python. So first of all, let me open my command prompt in the same folder where I have the Python files. So yeah, okay, I will create a new Python file, new Python script here. After that, I will open this file in, let's say, my notepad window. So my problem statement is, I want to take name as an input, budget as an input. So this is very basic car. So I want to print the username purchased low budget car with particular amount which is inputted. Whenever we are tackling any kind of problem in programming, first we have to divide it into simpler steps. Okay, so let's start with very basic. What output I want is, I want this output, okay, name and this amount. Okay, so I will simply print this. Okay, so for now I'll just try to execute it. Python 3 and my file name is condition.py. Oops, not Python 3, it's Python for me. Okay, so name purchase low budget car with this amount. Okay, so now what I can try to do is, instead of this name, I want a variable, right? So I will take one variable, let's hard code it, called user1. Okay, and amount I will hard code it as, let's say, 1000. Okay, now how to put this variable into string? There are two ways. First, we can write f in front of string, so it will become formatted string. Otherwise, at the end we can remove this f, and at the end we can write dot format. Okay, so we will go with first form, which is f strings. And how f string works is, basically we have to give curly brackets and we have to put variable name inside it. Okay, instead of amount I will remove it and put variable name inside it. Let's see if it works. Perfect. User1 purchased low budget car with 1000 amount. Okay, 1000 INR, let's say 1000 INR. Perfect. So far so good. Now this input we have to take it from user. Okay, so what was this syntax? It is input input message, enter user name. Okay, this is again input, enter amount in INR. Okay, now we are taking input from user. Let's try to execute it. Enter username, let's say it's my name, Prasad, INR 1000. Perfect. Okay, so Prasad purchased low budget car with 1000 INR. So far so good. Now life is complicated, right? So we have multiple choices before buying anything. We search for multiple options, right? So again, now the user has some confusion. Okay, so it has choices of two cars. Okay, low budget car and medium budget car. Okay, so how to choose which car to take? Okay, in real life scenario, if we got this kind of situations, right, we have certain criteria on which we can take the decision. This is how our human brain decides, right? Let's assume that this decision is based on money in the bank. Okay, so definitely if I have less money, I will go for low budget car. If I have more money, I will go for medium budget car. Okay, so for this example, let's say if user has $1000 in bank, then he will go for low budget car. If he has $5000 in bank, then he will go for medium budget car. Okay, so now if you see, this statement is same, right? But it is conditional. If 1000, then first condition. If 5000, then second condition. So how to implement this kind of conditional statements? This is known as control statements in Python. Okay, and this is represented by if keyword. Okay, so let's see how we can implement that. So what I will do is I will write if keyword. So please pay attention to, this if keyword is becoming blue. That means it's a Python keyword, Python reserve keyword. Okay, if my condition and colon, we have to give colon. This is the syntax. So to apply any control statement, you have to write this kind of condition. Okay, and after that you have to put all the statements. This is one statement, right? Print is one statement, and program can consist of multiple or collection of statements. So this is first statement, this is one statement, this is conditional statement, and this is one statement. Okay, so whenever you want to put any conditional statement, the statement should be inside the if clause. That means it should be one level inner. Okay, so let's see what is our condition. So our condition is amount equal to 1000. Okay, I will hard code this because whenever we take input, even if it's a number, it is in string format. So that's why I have put quotes here. So my amount equal to 1000, then I will go for low budget car. Okay, now let's see what happens, and I will again print, I will say simply end. Okay, let's see how it goes. So Python username Prasad, INR, let's say 1000. Okay, so well done, I got this low budget car. I got the message print, but I also got end message. Okay, because it is after if. This is the last statement. Now again, if I run the program and see Prasad, and now I see 2000, I got only end. Okay, so I haven't got whatever inside this if amount. Okay, so this is the first level, this is the second level. Okay, so this second level is inside the if statements, and this condition amount, what I've entered is 2000, which is not equal to 1000, and hence this haven't got printed. Then why this statement got printed? Because it is not inside of if, right? It is outside of if. That's why the end got printed. Now second thing is, okay, life is not medium complex, so let's try to add another layer of condition here. So now I have third condition. Okay, if my budget is 9000, then I'll go for high budget car. Okay, so before going to that, what will happen if I put 5000 here? Okay, so if I do Prasad and do 5000, only end will get printed. Okay, but what we want is, we want to print, if my budget is 5000, I want to go for, instead of low level, I want to go for medium budget car, right? What we can do then? Again, I will use same condition, if amount equal to 5000, then again print the same message, but again print the same message but inside the if, and instead of low I will say medium budget car with amount. Now let's try to execute this. Python name Prasad, 5000. Okay, Prasad purchased medium budget car with 5000 rupees. This is good, so far so good. Now we'll add third layer of complexity. what if I have 9,000 and I will go for high budget car, right? Now you must have guessed it till now. I will repeat the same statement. If 9,000, then instead of medium I will go for high budget car. If I execute it, name Prasad, 9,000, Prasad purchased high budget car with 9,000. Okay, so far so good. Now the thing is, for each conditional check, CPU performs CPU takes some time. So let's say it takes 1 second. Okay, this will take 1 second and this will take 1 second. Okay, because it needs to do this kind of comparison, right? Oh, sorry, checking, right? So it will take some CPU time. But now let's assume that I have entered 1000 rupees. So here my condition is already satisfied. Then do I need to check all these two conditions? No, right? But still our Python executor will check it. Why? Because these three blocks are independent. Okay, then how to optimize it? How to optimize it? So we, after if or with, along with if, we have one more statement called else statement. Else statement. Okay, so what else statement does is, I will remove these two for now. What else statement does is checks this condition. If it is true, then print whatever inside this if statement. If this condition is not true, then print this one, whatever in else part. Okay, and as this end message is outer level of if and else, it will always get printed even if condition is true or false. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So if my budget is 1000, low budget car, else medium budget car. Say Prasad, 1000, low budget car. So this went inside the if statement. If my condition is Prasad and let's say 2000, okay, go medium budget car with 2000 rupees. Okay, so whatever which is not equal to 1000, then it will always come in the else block. So whatever the price is, so 219, see, it went for medium budget car. So that's how if and else work. Now along with if and else, now you can write elif as well. So it stands for else if. Okay, so if my amount is 1000, then print this. Else if my amount is 2000, then print medium. Again, else if my amount is, oh sorry, it was 5000, right? 5000, then print medium budget car. If my amount is 9000, print high budget car. Okay, now if you see, previously we were just writing if, now we are writing elif. So what will happen, if my first condition is true, then it will not check these two conditions, it will directly go to end. Okay, if my second condition is true, first condition is false, second condition is true, then it will not go for third condition. So that's why elif is very much cost efficient in terms of execution. Now let's try to again execute the program. Prasad and 9000, go for high budget car. What if I give some random value, let's say 2999? Okay, it will not print anything because we don't have any condition for 2999, right? So in such cases, to handle such bad amount cases, what we can do is we can simply write else part in the end. So else we can print category for amount is not defined. Okay, so whenever you put any garbage value, it will say category for amount is not defined. Okay, so now so let's say if I put, if I want to categorize, right? So my budget is up to 1000 rupees. That means I can buy car for 800 rupees. I can buy car for 700, 600, 500. Okay, still I want to show uh, purchased low budget car. Okay, so if my budget is 0 to 1000 INR, then low budget car, sorry, if my budget is 1000 to 5000, then I will go for medium car. If my budget is 5000 to 9000, then I will go for high budget car. Okay, so how we can categorize this, because this is just if I put 800 or 700 or anything which is not equal to 1000, 5000 or 9000, it will show me category is not defined, right? So how I can create the buckets or the limits for the category, upper and lower limit? Okay, so for that, this is kind of checking equal to, the value should be exact equal to 1000. But instead of that, what we can do is we can use kind of this operation, less than, greater than, whatever, right? Or less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. So my amount is less than equal to 1000. Okay, but 1000 is a string, so can we compare string to number? No, right? So what we have to do is we have to convert this amount to int first. So I'll show you first the error, what error looks like, and then we'll see. So what bucketing I'm doing is, if amount is less than equal to, or I will say amount is greater than 0 and amount is less than equal to 1000. Now I want to deal with numbers actually, so I will remove the quotes. Okay, I will remove this one. Okay, so my amount is between greater than 0, less than equal to 1000, which is my exact condition, right? Then I will go for low budget. If my amount is greater than 1000 and amount is less than equal to 5000. So what is the limit now? 1000 to 5000, which is exactly what we have in the question, right? Then I will go for medium budget car, and the same thing I will copy and paste it here. If my amount is greater than 5000 and less than equal to 9000, I will go for high budget car. Okay, else if more than 10,000, then only category is not defined. Okay, so let's try to execute this. Name Prasad, INR, let's say, let's go for 200, 300. Oh, now we got the error. So again, type error, you must have been familiar with this, not supported with between string and int. So what we have to do, we have to convert amount from string to integer. How to do that? Int amount. So I am casting the string amount which is inputted by user to integer, and saving it to the same variable name. So assignment is always from right to left. So now my amount should be integer. Now again I'll try to execute this. 200. Oops. So what happened here? Here, oh, I haven't saved it. Okay, I saved it now. Again I'll do. Okay. See, we haven't mentioned 200 anywhere, but instead of that we have created a bucket or range from 0 to 100, and that's why I'm getting low budget car for 200 rupees. Same thing if I go for 8,000, I got high budget car because it falls under this range. Okay, if I put 10,000, category is not defined. So this is how conditional statement work in the program.
So long story short, what we have learned is about control statements. What are control statements? These are nothing but statements through which we can control the flow of the program. Usually the flow of the Python script or any program script is from top to bottom. That means the first line executes, then the second, then the third, fourth, so on and so forth. Okay, but using keywords like if, else or elif, we can control the statements of the flow. We can control the flow of the programs using if keyword based on some conditions, right? So after if keyword, we have to provide some kind of condition. What is the syntax? If, then condition and colon. Okay, if the condition is true, then how many statements or what statements we have to execute, those we have to write in a code block which is indented. Okay, what do I mean by indentation? We have to apply some spaces or some tabs before the statements. So all the statements must be inside the if condition. Okay, along with if, else keyword is also there. So if the condition is not true, then it will go to else statement. Else is completely optional. We can use only if condition as well. Okay, now here in the syntax, else does not have any condition in front of that. So the condition of if is not satisfied, then automatically it will go to else statement. Okay, else is completely optional, and also we can use elif keyword for multiple conditions. So we can give if condition 1 some statement, elif condition 2 some statements, elif condition 3 some statements, and if all the three conditions are false, then we can use else statement. This is known as if else ladder.